If you don't overcome your excuses, this year will look exactly the same as the last one. Here's how to make sure that's not the case. Hi, my name is Lydie. I'm a UK doctor, and on this channel, Hazal and Lydie share insights on all things productivity, self-development, and adulthood. Last year, I was able to achieve all the major goals that I set out for myself, from stepping onto the property ladder, traveling the world, graduating from medical school, and currently running a successful social media business. Today, I'm going to be breaking down the exact strategies you need to overcome excuses, build self-discipline, and actually achieve your goals. Point number one is to lower the barrier of entry. If something seems daunting, you won't want to approach it. And even if this particular thing is daunting, try to find ways to simplify it. For example, a few years ago, one of my goals was to build financial education. However, when I'd see jargon used or certain words I wasn't familiar with, like stocks or shares or index funds, it made me feel super overwhelmed, to the point that I wanted to give up before I even started. However, instead of walking away, I decided to break it down and make the process easier for myself. I started looking for beginner-friendly resources that were digestible to consume and could facilitate the whole learning process for me. The same logic applies for fitness or academia. If the idea of going to the gym or getting up to study at the library in the morning seems super tedious for you, lower the barrier of entry. For you, that could look like going to a library that's walking distance from your house. If you have fitness goals in mind, for you, it could look like doing home workouts on YouTube. When you make things easier for yourself, you're setting your future self up for success. If the hurdle is too high, you simply won't want to jump over it. Efficiency is actually another key part of this. If there are constant hurdles or barriers for you trying to build a certain consistent habit, it simply won't get done. So ask yourself, how can I streamline this? For example, if I've committed to eating more healthy this month, I might streamline this process by making sure that my grocery shopping is done before the start of the week, ensuring that I've organized my recipes for when I want to sit and meal prep. I might even ensure that my containers are clean from the night before, so that it's easy for me to grab my lunch and go to work the next morning. Getting rid of any opportunity to have an excuse cuts out the unnecessary faff and makes the whole process smoother. So ask yourself, what does this look like for you? Does it look like making a revision plan the night before so that you're ready to get up and start studying at 7 a.m. like you said you would? Does it look like placing your gym clothes out so that it's the first thing you see when you wake up and you remember that, oh, I made a New Year's resolution to do more morning jogs? Simplifying doesn't just save time, it removes excuses from the equation entirely. Now, let's talk about the art of batching. Have you ever felt completely drained after a day of bouncing between activities that require totally different types of energy or brain space? One minute you're replying to emails, and then the next you're studying or trying to write an essay, and then before you know it, you're back to doing admin. It's no wonder you feel like you're going nowhere. It's exhausting and it kills your productivity. This is where batching comes in. The idea is simple. Group similar tasks together so that you're not constantly switching gears. I know that for me, when I have a productivity session at hand and different things to complete, I tend to batch all my admin into one section of the productivity sesh. And that could be responding to emails, filling out forms, whatever is needed, I dedicate it to that specific hour or 30 minutes. And then when I need to move on to my creative tasks, for example, whether it's scripting a YouTube video or planning my content schedule, that takes its own section within my day of doing work. And this is where the magic really happens. When you're in that flow state and things are just easier for you, things are just flowing, ideas come to you naturally, you just end up being so much more productive without actually having to exert yourself. Batching similar activities creates a system that is much more manageable. The next thing you need to adapt in order to avoid excuses and be more disciplined is to stimulate your brain. Productivity can get super boring when you're stuck doing the same thing again and again and again. And when boredom hits, excuses don't follow too far behind. So how do you stay disciplined and motivated in these scenarios? By switching it up. During my final year of medical school, I realized how much my environment actually influences my focus. So to avoid associating one environment with fatigue and unproductivity, I decided to start switching up my daily study environment, whether that's working solo, switching up where I sat in the library, or even on some days deciding to do group study or study with a friend, just to make things feel a bit fresh. Having the flexibility to change things up where possible really does make the whole process feel less draining. Small changes can make a big difference. When I'm working on passive or low energy tasks where I'd rather be watching Netflix, turning the music on or switching up the playlist I'm listening to really does make things feel less tedious. That might seem like such a minuscule change, but you will be surprised what it does to your efficiency and the work that you're able to produce. Sometimes all you need is a bit of variety to keep the momentum going. Next, let's talk about the fact that having a visual plan for the day or week ahead is an absolute game changer. Whether it's using a physical calendar, a whiteboard, or even a to-do list on your phone, being able to actually see your plan makes everything much more manageable. For me, visualization is all about breaking big goals into smaller, actionable tasks that you can track along the way. There's just something so satisfying about ticking things off or shading in a progress bar as you are progressing through your activity. It honestly gives you that sense of achievement and motivates you to want to keep going. If digital tools are more your thing, then apps like Notion or Google Calendar are great for mapping out your plans visually. Why is visualization so effective? Well, it makes everything much more tangible. When your goals or tasks stay in your head, they can feel vague and overwhelming at times. But when you see them laid out, it suddenly feels doable and there isn't really space for excuses. My next tip to overcome excuses and build discipline is to make accountability videos. Let me explain what I mean by this. At the beginning of each month, record a 1-minute video. In that video, ask yourself reflective and intentional questions like, did you stay consistent with the habits you set out to build? This could be as specific as you want it to. For example, did you end up finishing that module you said you studied? Or did you sign up to those workout classes you wanted to do? You can also ask yourself, how did you handle setbacks? Did you make time for the things that truly matter to you? What did you do this month that made you feel proud of yourself? How can you better protect your time and focus for the next month? And the super important one that I think you shouldn't miss out is, how did this month's progress bring you closer to where you want to be? This exercise is all about self-accountability, especially if you don't have a strong support system or community that can keep you in check. Sometimes you are your best motivator and you are your biggest cheerleader. Add a reminder to your calendar to watch that video at the end of the following month. And if you didn't accomplish what you set out for yourself to do, seeing your past self's intention can inspire you to do much better next time. And if you did succeed, it will make you feel proud and encourage you to keep going. Most importantly, don't forget to end your accountability video with something loving, like, I know life happens and you may not have managed to get through everything, but I hope you did your very best to take even 5 steps forward. This isn't about being hard on yourself, it's about reflection, growth, and celebrating your progress no matter how small. If you found these tips useful, be sure to check out this video here on why you struggle to get through your to-do list. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also comment down below what excuses you're currently working on overcoming. I'll be sure to see you in a new video next time. Bye!